Hey guys, what's up? It's Bronto75 here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a one-shot video on a game where I would either play it in its entirety or continue on playing up until I decide to reach a stopping point. And for today's video, I am covering Sonic Adventure, a game that released on the Sega Dreamcast back in 1998, and this is actually one of my favorite Sonic games of all time, and I do believe it is this game is a perfect transition to 3D, as before this point, Sonic was always a 2D platformer, which had games on the Sega Genesis and Sega Game Gear, Sega CD, and even Sega 32X, even though that only had one game. But this was the game that started the history of Sonic's 3D career. Although I do remember that there was this one game titled Sonic Extreme that was originally planned to be on the Sega Saturn, but I feel like this game might have been a successor, you know, even though that was never released. But we did have a few games that were close to 3D, like Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic R, and Sonic Labyrinth on the Game Gear. But anyways, let's go on and get started. So, and how nice of the game to spoil us with that cutscene there. But anyways, yep, this is the title screen for the game, and of course I'm actually playing the BetterSADX mod that was put for the which was put for the PC version of this game. I believe it's a PC version that came out back in 2010. And that one was regarded as the worst version of the game, the worst version of Sonic Adventure, because for some reason they put this purple border and it was in 4:3, maybe less than that. But yeah, it was such a strange decision that Sega has ever made. But that's when the Sonic community have decided to take matters into their own. That's when the Sonic community have decided to take matters into their own hands and decided to pretty much upgrade the game and perfect it as what it's meant to be. So you're saying that it's in widescreen. You'll notice that that this game still uses oops, okay, I'm gonna create a new file. But you'll notice that the character models, specifically the DX models, are no longer have any higher lighting, nor do they look like they're made out of plastic. They somehow the creators of this mod managed to make the DX models more akin to the Dreamcast models, which is really impressive. Now, even though I prefer the original Dreamcast models, you know, okay, let me rephrase. Even though I prefer the original Dreamcast models, I don't really think the DX models are that bad per se, though. It's just that the unnecessary lighting on them is just kind of what makes people kind of turn off on them. So yeah, though I do know there's like many people who are fond of these models. But anyways, I'll get into more on that later. So of course this game has 6 playable characters. We got Sonic, of course, we got Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, and E1 and 2 Gamma. So for this video, I'm only gonna be going through Sonic's story. I'm only gonna be going through Sonic's campaign, but the rest I'll do any future live stream playthrough. And yeah, so unfortunately, I do know that there is a mod where you can replace the DX models with the original Dreamcast models. I've literally just looked everywhere. I've done like tons of research on how to get it. I just don't know how it's possible. So if anybody knows, just let me know in the comments. But anyways, let's go on and get started with Sonic's campaign in Sonic Adventure. Let's get him. But yeah, I do recommend. So yeah, if you have not played the PC version of Sonic Adventure, please do so now, and especially get the Dreamcast conversion mod, because that is what I'm using for this version of the game, because it's literally the best way to play this game, and I believe it's been a thing for almost a decade now. So and I think throughout it has received a lot of improvements and updates. So I think this is the recent update version. But it looks so much better than it did before. because I do remember when this was originally made, it had a lot of strange screen issues. But yeah. Anyways, Sonic just said the line right there. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh boy.
You are completely surrounded. Surrender yourself. Lock on target, men. Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Alrighty, and we start the game by fighting off against a boss rather than going through a level. Pretty rare for Sonic standards, but we're facing off against Chaos Zero, this strange Aquaman-like creature who has come out of nowhere and has harassed everybody. So yep, it's up to us to put a stop to him. Oh, okay, and he does this right here. I will say though, this is actually a good way to start the game.
Hey, I'll play
And especially with how, you know, this is the first time we get to control Sonic in 3D. Because granted, this was 1998, so I wasn't alive at the time. I mean, like this game came out a year before I was born, so I don't really know what it was like for the 90s kids back then.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
Come on, you big trip. Where you going? Yeah, I don't know what it was like for, you know, the Sonic fans in the 90s, or maybe any gamers in the 90s, but yeah. This must have been an interesting time for them. But yeah.
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
So he's Beerus now? Also, what the heck are you even doing up there? Jeez.
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
That is still funny.
Tails! Ah, what am I gonna do with you?
Well, looks like Tails is in trouble with his plane, in which appears to be malfunctioning for some reason. So we gotta go see what's up. So, anyways, another thing that this game introduced is the hub worlds, in which you can just freely roam around. So I'd like to think that this game is basically the Super Mario 64 of Sonic games, because that game was the first 3D Mario game. That game was the first game to feature Mario in a 3D environment, and I believe that game had hub worlds as well. But I will say though, I think following Sonic Unleashed, this game probably has my second favorite hub world in the entire series. It's so much fun to roam around in. It's especially interesting to talk to individuals and stuff. So all that jazz. And then you do have this right here. It says "Welcome to Emerald Coast." And if you pause the game, you can take a look at the map. So right now we are currently in Station Square, but there are three other hub worlds in this game, and which we'll eventually be getting to in this video. So right now we're on the pool side, but there's others like the hotel, casino area, station area, and city hall area. So cool stuff. So anyways, let's go on and hop right into our first stage of this game, which is Emerald Coast. And of course, this is probably one of my favorite opening stages this is one of my favorite opening stages in the Sonic series, because okay, so I can clearly tell that so yeah, as I mentioned before, I am using a mod to play this game, because this was put for the 2010 PC version of the game. But I can tell that they were clearly trying to Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was weird. But I can tell that they were clearly trying to base it off of the original Dreamcast version and not the GameCube version. Because oh my god, man, did this look so good for its time. Anyways, we gotta escape this whale trying to kill us. Because typical Sonic fashion. And yes, I am playing. Oh yeah, by the way, I am playing this with a PS4 controller. Because I am playing this on Steam with a PS4 controller. I mean, oh yeah, and also a first for the channel is that I'm covering a PC game for the first time, not counting Sonic Unleashed Recompiled since those are live streams, but like as a regular video covering this. So yep, because I have mentioned in my live stream where I played Mega Man 03 and Sonic Mania, but yeah, I bought this PC. Not just to play PC games like this, but also being able to live stream and record in higher quality. And with this I can finally showcase mods, because for at least a decade I've been watching people like Kabanamoney 456 and Some Call Me Johnny, and they would showcase a crap ton of mods for games. Like I do remember that Kabanamoney 456 would showcase his Mod Mondays videos where he would showcase different variations of of a character, a stage, and all that stuff. And now a decade later, now that I have a fully functional and powerful PC, I might be able to showcase some of that. Anyways, we just rescued Tails. So yep, fun stage, and we get our first emblem. Let's go.
Hey Sonic, long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the Southern Emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharge! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Alrighty, so since we just saved Tails, he is now the first unlockable character in the game, and he is also fun to use as well. But yeah, another thing that I noticed about this port, and I'm not sure if it was an occurrence in the original Dreamcast version, but I just now noticed that we can actually properly hear what the characters are saying this time without the music being too loud. Because I do remember that from the 2003 GameCube port, where it was like the music was slightly loud. It was so hard to understand what they were saying. So I'm gonna assume that's what they managed to fix as well here. Anyways, so if you spin that jump right here, we can find this emblem just sitting here for some reason. I believe this is the only Sonic game of the 3 Dreamcast games in which you can actually collect emblems like in a hub area. Okay, then again, this was the only game at the time to feature hub areas, as Sonic Adventure 2 did not have any hub worlds. You would just go from stage to stage, and Sonic Heroes, also didn't have it either. So I think from this point on, you're pretty much just collecting these after you beat certain stages and missions. So yeah. Anyways, let's go get over here and what the heck?
Isn't Sonic?
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world.
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work.
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds. Better not interfere, or else.
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force, the hard way.
Alrighty, oh my god, I cannot speak, I'm so sorry, but we're fighting off against the second boss of the game, which is the Egg Hornet. And interesting, like the first time I ever heard this theme was in Sonic Dash, the mobile game, where you face off against Eggman and Zazz. But anyways, gonna pull up this trick right here after he dives. Get destroyed. Haha. Big shoutouts to Kabanamandi456 for teaching me that trick from his Let's Play of this game from 2014, because that's how I first found out about that trick. So just in case, if those who don't know, when Eggman dives, immediately just spam the heck out of the X button or A button if you're on Xbox, and he will go down super easily. Super easy trick to pull off.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
I know, right?
Oh no!
Come on, Chaos. Time to eat.
Chaos?
It's him again.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes. It's just as the stone tablets predicted. His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald. With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all. Come on, Chaos, let's find another emerald, shall we?
What was that? Was that a pocket sand that he did?
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails!
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
You want to know what I just realized from that cutscene when Chaos appeared? Eggman literally mentioned it's just as the stone tablets predicted. He said almost the exact same thing in Sonic Unleashed in the opening cutscene for that game, where he says it's just as the guy in Manuscripts foretold. So I'm actually starting to realize that they actually were intending to make Sonic Unleashed Sonic Adventure 3 until they decided to make it more focused on Sonic. Because think about it. In this game, you have Chaos, and in Sonic Unleashed, you had a Dark Gaia. And spoilers, but both of them ended up betraying Eggman at the very end. So, and another interesting thing is that this game started the idea of Eggman. This game started the whole idea of Eggman creating his dream of creating Eggman Land, or Robotnik Land, as he says in this game, because at this point he was still known in the West as Robotnik. Before in Sonic Adventure 2, he finally decided to go by Dr. Eggman, so it's whatever. But anyways, we're now on the second stage of the game, which is Windy Valley, and we saw right there that the tornado. We saw that the tornado there was carrying a hedgehog. I've always loved that joke. So yeah, so one of my favorite things about this game is how every stage is separated into different acts, I think, or sections. I'll probably just call them sections. I don't fully know the name yet, but yeah. Yeah, I do like how every stage in this game are just separated into different sections. So I don't think no other game has done this. So yeah, it's a pretty cool design choice. So we're on to the third section, and this song that we're hearing right now is a remix of Green Grove Act 1 from Sonic 3D Blast. And of course, I did play Sonic 3D Blast first before playing this game, and I instantly recognized this track when I first played it. But I didn't actually mention this yet, but I never actually played Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2 when I was younger because I did not own a Dreamcast or GameCube. I didn't get to experience the games until 2017 when I was 17, because that was when well, actually a few years before that was when I finally bought a Wii, and that's when I got this game and Sonic Adventure 2. And honestly, I was honestly just beyond impressed by the way the visuals look, how they play, all that, and especially the stages too. It is flipping awesome. Though I am aware that the DX version of Sonic Adventure on GameCube, which is titled Director's Cut for some reason, I just never got the director's part. Never got the director's part thing in the title. Not sure why they put that there, but yeah, that version had a lot of issues. Made it like with some of the textures, some of the glitches that can't be easily triggered, all that. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think the GameCube port is that bad as people make it out to be. I've even seen some people compare Sonic Colors Ultimate to DX, and mind you, Sonic Colors Ultimate is still the worst Sonic remaster to ever exist. So I do not recommend it. You're probably just better off playing the original Wii version. But yeah, but it's honestly the best way to play this game. The best way to play this game on consoles will probably be the original Dreamcast version. I guess I can still recommend the GameCube version. I mean, I know that's the version that most people play. Alright, so okay, so we just beat Windy Valley. Where do we need to go to? Okay, so we need to go to the sewer. I always, for some reason, every time I play this game, I always tend to get lost, and I have a hard time figuring out where I need to go. But yeah, DX was I know that DX was a lot of people's first experience with Adventure, including myself, but I have seen a lot of discussions on the internet. Where people would always have a preference between the Dreamcast models or the DX models.
Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the Lightspeed Dash. The Lightspeed Dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
Alrighty. So yep, as what she just said, we got access to our first ability in this game, which is the Lightspeed Dash. So how it works in this game is different from all its successors, in which you have to hold the square or circle buttons, and then Sonic will charge up his energy, and then once it's full, he can finally light dash after approaching a line of rings. So starting with Sonic Adventure 2 and onwards, you can pretty much just do it instantly, so no charging up required. But yeah. And sometimes in pretty much every game it's in, the Lightspeed Dash just often fails to register correctly, as sometimes it can lead you into pits. I've had that happen in Sonic Adventure 2 and especially Sonic Heroes, where sometimes the characters would just fail to light dash, or maybe the rings, or sometimes it just fails to function properly. Because like in Sonic Adventure 2, most of the time I would end up activating the bounce bracelet, and then Sonic Heroes, there are times where if you don't jump and push the action button, sometimes it just doesn't cooperate, and it'll just lead you into pits. So it's really annoying. Anyways, onto the third stage of this game, which is Casinopolis, which interestingly was referenced in Sonic Heroes by Amy, even though she never actually plays through this area in this game. So it's very odd. So the main objective in this stage is that you have to collect a total of 400 rings in order to beat the level. So to do that, we do need to enter one of these rooms. So I'm gonna enter this one right here. Alrighty, and entering this room will grant us access to a pinball game, which is no stranger to the Sonic series at this point, as we already had Sonic Spinball, and we already had this with Casino Night from Sonic 2, as well as the slot machine bonus stage from Sonic and Knuckles. But I do like how it's a lot different here, in which there's no jackpot you can get. At least I don't think there's a way to get it fully, which would normally reward you with 100 rings. And I love how they use the classic designs for the characters. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna. Man, I have to wait for this. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay, I'm just trying to get 50 rings so that I can leave, because that's when it'll take you to the sewer section. But I don't think that's probably not gonna happen. Okay. Well, I ended up getting more rings than I intended. That's fine. We got 100, so this is definitely more than enough. Okay, so one ball left. I always love that art of Eggman just sticking out his tongue like that. I wonder why we don't have that in the later games. You know, the ones that use the slot machine. It's really weird. Alrighty, let me out. I just want to get out of here. Okay. There you go. Alrighty, so we're just gonna deposit 128 rings.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
Yep, we already know. Thanks, Red Ball of Light. Alrighty, so we still need a few more to go, so we're just gonna head back in, and thankfully these rings do respawn after entering out of that pinball section. But yeah, I really love this mod. So I really do love this mod. So again, if you haven't played the PC version of Sonic Adventure, if you haven't purchased the PC version of Sonic Adventure yet, which thankfully is still on Steam to this very day, as they haven't delisted it, thank God. Definitely get this, and also download the Dreamcast. Also download the BetterSADX mod. I will link that in the description below. Anyways, on to the second pinball section, and this one is based off of Knights, who is another Sega character. And I actually do own the Nights into Dream. I do actually own Nights into Dreams on the Xbox 360, and I have played it, and I do think it's really good. And I believe it came out around the same time as this game has. Oh wow, okay, I forgot. You can use L2 and R2 to use the flippers. I forgot about that. Yeah. So make sure not to mess up around here. So yeah, this place is also useful for gathering a lot of rings as well. And I will say, the first time that I've seen Knights was in Sega Superstars Tennis for the PS2, in which I also have nostalgic memories playing when I was a kid. And apparently from what I've heard, Knights has no gender, despite the fact that in that game she was clearly speaking in a female voice. But in some other games, he speaks in a male. In some other games, they speak in a male voice. So I don't know. It's just rather inconsistent. But if you look at the design, though, if you look at the design, I don't know. I feel like it may be a girl, because in Sega Superstars Tennis, she literally spoke in a girl's voice. So That's what's led me to believe that. But yeah. I really wish we got more. I really wish we got more games starring Knights and some other Sega IPs like B from Jet Set Radio. Oh, okay. I love this part. I love this part. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Like these games came out in the late 90s, and they still look amazing. I mean, not like, you know, by today's standards, you know, like modern game, but still. These are still impressive and compelling to look at. Like, they're so beautiful. Right, can we try to get 100 rings here? I do like how it shows the cards on the right of the screen. Cool stuff. 1 pair. Okay, cool. But yeah, I was just saying that it'd be nice to see some other older Sega IPs like Jet Set Radio, like B from Jet Set Radio, I from Super Monkey Ball, and Ulala from Space Channel 5. I've seen all of those characters in Sega Superstars Tennis as well. But some other IPs that I've seen, some other interesting IPs I've seen from Sega was I think it was Persona. I know one of them was named Joker, not the DC villain, but the Persona villain, in which, and I still to this day have not played this game. Oh, okay, this part's really cool too. This one kind of looks like we're in outer space, or okay, no, not outer space, but it's like a Starlight Zone like area, in which we're just going through these rings as Knight was guiding us. Cool stuff, and this part's really cool too. Oh, sweet, we get to go through it again. Awesome. And this music is very angelic too. Yeah, as I was saying, I have seen gameplay and streams of Yakuza 0. I think that's what it was called. So even though that game like came out over 10 years ago, but it still actually looks pretty good for its time. Alrighty, I do want to get out of here. Though, because I'm already wasting a lot of time. Right, cool to go through this part again. I love it. I believe this area was from the game too, Nights into Dreams. I just not realized that. Alright, cool. Anyways, I just want to get out of here. I just want to beat the stage. Come on, game. Like, I love this a lot, don't get me wrong, but I just want to leave. I'm just here to deposit rings. Finally. Okay, so we're gonna need. Okay, I'm just gonna deposit them right now. Okay. So we're just gonna enter the Sonic pinball thing again, and I'm gonna try to get 50 rings and hopefully not end up getting more, because I won't be able to go into the sewer area. Because I do want to show that. I do want to show off that. Okay, no, just ignore those. Yeah. Yeah, if it's your first, like. You're likely gonna be in here for a while if it's your first time playing. So yeah, just be prepared for that. But just be prepared for that if you're looking to play this game for the first time. As I just realized, this game is close to 30 years old. Like it's gonna be 30 years old in 3 years from now. Oh my god, we are all getting old at this point. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to get 50 rings. I'm just gonna lose. I'm just gonna purposefully lose. Okay, get those 50 rings. Hopefully the game does not give me more than I need. I'm almost there. Oh my god. Don't give me more than 50, please, game. Oh my god, I feel like it's gonna happen. Okay, thank god. Okay, one more ring, please. Okay, now let's get out of here. Okay, so by collecting 50 rings, you do have access to this area. Alright, so use the Lightspeed Dash.
Ready?
Go! Let's go. Alright, watch out. Do not take damage, though, because we cannot afford to lose our rings. There we go. Alright, so going through this section does reward you with a lot of rings, so we will be needing this. We will be needing a lot of these. Grab this. Just slowing down a little because I'm trying not to take damage. Okay, perfect. We got 200. Let's go. Alrighty, and we should have enough to deposit. We should have enough to deposit every single ring that we need. Oh my god, that was close. That almost hit me. Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. Oof. That would have been so bad there if I lost my rings. That would have been so bad right there if I had lost all my rings. Alrighty, charge up my lightspeed dash. Then do this. Let's go. And with the invincibility box too. And then climb this ladder. Alrighty, and then just grab these last few. Oh yeah, Sonic can Sonic can apparently take a shower. I'm not sure why he can, but it's hilarious. Not sure why they decided to add this in, but it's hilarious. So yeah, that's a thing that you can do in this game. It's not part of the mod because you can't actually do this in the base game. Anyways, let's finally get out of here. Jeez, we've been on this stage for 11 minutes. Oh my god, man. Anyway, this should be enough. Yes. I love how they all turn into Sonic-shaped coins when they get deposited. That's hilarious. Yeah. I don't hate the stage though, but it does take a while. It does take a while to complete it if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, like it took me like maybe 12 or 13 minutes to finally get past the stage when I first played it 8 years ago.
Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, jeez! Hey, man.
Oh man, what happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got one of them. But the other one's safe. That guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic, we need to get busy.
I swear, I love. Okay, I'm not sure what the creators of this mod did, but seriously, they managed to make the DX models look more accurate to the original Dreamcast ones. Jeez.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Like literally, I think I have more respect for the DX. I literally have more respect for the DX models now. Because oh my god, I feel like the reason people hated the DX models was because they looked more shinier, they had more lighting, and they looked like they were made out of plastic. Oh wow, I'm not sure why Sega thought it would be a good idea to make the models more shinier and more lighting. Maybe it was and I highly doubt that was because of the GameCube's limitations. I mean, everyone's free to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but still. Like if the models had looked like this in the actual GameCube version, then I feel like people wouldn't hate them as much. And I've seen a few people defend these models, saying that they like them better than the Dreamcast ones, and that's fine. I mean, I personally prefer the Dreamcast models. I just wish I knew how to mod them in, you know, to play as them and not the current models. But yeah, my gosh. Anyways, on to the 4th stage of this game, which is Ice Cap, which I want to assume is either the same place. Okay, no, it's not the same place from Sonic 3, as that version of Ice Cap took place on Angel Island. But I believe this is an all-new one. So I kind of feel like they were just running out of names to come up with for the stage. So they decided to stick with the stage name from Sonic 3. That being said, though, this is another one of my favorites in this game, and I just love the way it starts. And I also love the music for it as well. Alright, spin, dash, jump. There we go. Got that successful jump. And then just grab these. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I do love this detail right here, to where all the rings are like the placement of like all the rings are placed within arrow shape, so that indicates that we do need to go this way. Okay. And then climb onto these icicles, which I think may be the inspiration for Cool Edge Knight from Sonic Unleashed, where you would also hang on to those icicle things there.
Be careful not to fall off.
I hit this checkpoint, and I think we need to go this way. Yes. And this thing's gonna fall, and we are about to enter the third section of this stage. And this one is a... Whoa! This one is a snowboarding section, and with a kick-ass theme as well. And of course, the first time I've heard this theme was in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and I did not know it was from this game until several years later. Insane stuff. So we do need to escape this avalanche, not get caught by it. Oh my god, this theme is so good, man. It's so good. And of course, this is just like the original ice cap from Sonic 3, but it's even better, as I always felt that in that snowboarding section from the original stage from that game, just kind of felt like it was animated, almost like an auto scroller, pretty much. I mean, all you can do there is just jump, but then for the most of it, you're just going through, you're pretty much just snowboarding through like for how many seconds? Maybe like 20. Maybe for about maybe 20 seconds, I think. So you don't really have to, like, you know, touch your controller. And you don't really have to touch your controller until it's over. But yeah. And what's with those random hot air balloons up there? Not sure what's the deal with that. Like, who even rides on those in the middle of winter? I've literally never seen that. Like, seriously, why are there so many of those? Alright, successful ramp jump. Do it again. Time it with the jump button. Do it again. Okay! Oh yeah, and I guess I should bring this up, just in case if those who don't know. But this is the first Sonic game to feature full-on voice acting. So we do have Ryan Drummond as Sonic. Okay, I don't remember who voices Tails and Knuckles in this game. I often forget their names. I believe one of them was Michael somebody for Knuckles. But Jennifer Doolliard also provides the voice of Amy. Dean Bristow provides the voice of Eggman. And I believe John St. John voices Gamma and Big. Okay, I know he voices Big. Does he voice Gamma as well? I don't remember. I'll definitely have to see it on the credits for the game. But yeah. I will admit though, they did sound like, as funny as the line deliveries are, they did sound a bit off at times. Like mainly Sonic's voice, but thankfully he did get better in Adventure 2, and even more so in Heroes. But anyways, we need to come back over here, and who is that over there? Was that Knuckles? It is! It's Knucklehead.
What's up, Knuckles?
And he looks cool in this game too.
Something bugging you?
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now.
What? Let's just see you take them. Huh.
Alrighty, it looks like Knuckles wants to fight us. I don't know why, but it looks like it looks like we have no choice. But anyways.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Give it your best. Oh no.
Oh no. It's so funny hearing him get cut off there. Like, give it your best. Oh no.
The Chaos Emeralds.
Dang it. And once again, Eggman shows up at a very inconvenient time just to take the emeralds. It's like he was waiting for this to happen. Goodness gracious.
Like taking candy from a baby. That's a Chaos Emerald. That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
by sheer luck.
Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this! Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again!
Me? What about you?
Way to go, Knucklehead!
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds. Chaos! These are for you, my friend.
Oh, he transformed again.
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
I know, right? But speaking of never cutting us any slack, we have to face Chaos 4. And what sucks about this boss is that we have to fight him again 2 more times as Tails and Knuckles. And the reason why this is regarded another reason why this is regarded as one of the worst bosses in the game is that Chaos just loves to spend most of his time swimming around underwater and sometimes hitting these leaf platforms, occasionally flipping them over at times, and he barely even tries to attack you. He just spends most of it just swimming around underwater. And yes, this can't be quite of a pace killer, especially for speedrunners. And okay, he likes to do that move too sometimes. That's very rare. But yeah. So yeah, there's literally no way to like exploit this AI into giving you the right opening. You literally just have to sit through it, just dodge many of his attacks until he finally leaves himself open. So yeah, it's such an entire slog, and I don't understand why they make you fight it 3 times in the game. I mean, I do know that at this point in the game where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles do meet up with each other at the same time, but still, I don't understand why they make you fight this guy like 3 times each. So dumb. Anyways, 1 more hit left so that we can move on. Come on, Chaos, give me the right pattern. Goodness. Come on. Oh, come on, get up, Sonic. There we go. Oh yeah, and I like that cool detail for whenever you hit his brain, the 4 emeralds float up briefly before they go right back into him, or I think he absorbs them. So yeah, cool detail there. And we now get a glimpse of Eggman's new ship called the Egg Carrier.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
Hey, we can't let him get away. Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah!
You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
My goodness, Tails, no need to be in a rush, my dude. Anyways, with that, we just unlocked Knuckles. Awesome stuff. Alright, so we do need to... Alright, so Eggman just got... What? Dude, what are you still doing here? Didn't you say you have some unfinished business you need to take care of?
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
I'm doing what I need to do. Why are you still here, dude? Okay. This game is really funny sometimes. Alrighty, let's go to Tails' workshop.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
But yeah, this mod makes me have more respect for the DX models now. This is how they should have looked on the GameCube port. Like the just the amount of shining and lighting on them was just so unnecessary. I would have still, I mean, I just wish there was a way for me to play as the, I just wish there was a way for me to use the Dreamcast model mods for this, as I do prefer those mods, the DX ones, but I do feel like, you know, the DX models being more akin to the Dreamcast ones do make up for it, so it's whatever. Once again, if anybody knows, just let me know in the comment section on how I can get the and how I can play as the Dreamcast models. Anyways, here we go. Alrighty, and this game has a 3D Sky Chase stage, which is very clearly based on the stage from Sonic 2 of the same name. And of course, like that stage, it is basically an auto scroller, as literally all we can do here is shoot. Literally all we can do here is just shoot all those planes. So yeah. And of course you do I need to stop saying of course. You do also have something like this in Sonic Unleashed as well. And I actually do like how that game went about. I do like how that game went about its Sky Chase minigames, in which depending on which console you play on, either PlayStation or Xbox, you would just need to press the buttons. Like you would just need to time your button presses for whenever the enemies show up, and then just get the rhythm right. Because I think it's just primarily rhythm based. But yeah, I mean, I know that's a thing that a lot of people hate, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try to concentrate here, because it's pretty easy to take damage a lot if you're not careful. And as I get hit there, and doing this will rack up a lot of points. So I'm gonna try to do that here. Okay, so lock on to every last one of these enemies. There you go. That's 4. Okay, let's get 4. And so you can actually press, and you can press any, oh dang, I took damage there. But you can press all buttons except for triangle to shoot. So it does help it a lot. I'm just gonna spam it. My least favorite thing about this level is that you do have to play it a total of 4 times in order to get the emblems, as that is required for a 100% completion, and which I have actually done on the GameCube version of the game. It was very anguishing though, but it's still doable.
We did it!
Way to go, Tails!
Way to go, Tails! Alright, so it looks like it's over. But not for Eggman though, as he's about to fire his ginormous laser. Ooh, a direct hit. Oh gosh, they're pretty lucky that laser didn't hit them directly, because otherwise they would have likely gotten killed. Ooh, the Sonic franchise could have ended right there. What the heck? He's running mid-air while falling? What? And the sound effect makes it 10 times funnier too. That is hilarious. He was literally running. He was literally running mid-air while falling.
You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
I like how this random girl is just there to watch him fall. Not sure what the point of that is, but sure. Alrighty, so because of Eggman's actions, we ended up losing Tails. So it looks like Sonic is on his own this time. So we do have to come here. Ooh, it's Ames! Amy Rose. That's good.
Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Alrighty, so we got Amy in this game too, and probably an unpopular opinion, but I actually like Amy's gameplay in this game. Like, she's actually fun. She's actually a fun character to play as. Now, granted, she is slow and her movement can feel pretty jank at times, but if you know the mechanics behind her gameplay, mainly being able to use the action button to use her hammer jumps to gain momentum, you will find that she's actually a lot more fun than you think she is. Yeah, I won't be able to show that in this video, of course. Anyways, we're gonna grab this next upgrade. So, charge our energy, and then get inside the store. Oh my god, I almost missed it. And then grab this blue ring. I forget what it's called.
This is the Crystal Ring.
Crystal Ring.
This reduces the time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
Alright, perfect. So, I think I'm just now realizing that this this upgrade is optional, but it is definitely recommended. So, because as what she just said, it actually reduces the time required for your charge for the Lightspeed Dash, so very useful. Anyways, coming up into Twinkle Park, which is the next stage.
Look! Eggman's robot's on the loose!
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here! It says, new couples get in free! Let's go!
Amy! Wait! Oh, man! That girl is such a pain.
Alrighty, 5th stage, which is Twinkle Park, and it's another super good stage because I love the way it starts, in which you have to get rid of these monkey bots in order to ride the go-karts. So we're gonna use the orange one because I do know for a fact that it's a wow. Okay, you jerk, bro, was just hitting me as I was trying to escape. But yeah, the orange go-kart is the fastest one, and we're literally just playing Sonic Kart basically. Even though at this point, Sonic did get racing games, which obviously did try to compete against the Mario Kart series, as we did get Sonic Drift, Sonic Drift 2, and Sonic R, which Sonic R was clearly the best one out of the 3 games at the time, before this game released. And another cool thing about the stage is that we get another Sonic 3D Blast remix, and this is a remix of Panic Puppet Act 1, which also played in the opening cutscene for that game. So yeah, and I think the first time I heard this remix was in Sonic Stop Motion Adventures. I think it was like the 11th episode, because I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, some sick stuff. And also the first time I heard the Hub World theme for this game, well, mainly the Station Square Hub World theme, was from that fan-made series as well. But good times of hearing stuff, and good times of hearing songs from other stuff. That it's always interesting to, like, you know, hear songs like this in other fan-made media or in other games, until you realize that they actually came from, you know, from a specific game. In this case, Sonic Adventure. So yeah. Anyways, riding on the roller coaster, which apparently inspired Eggman Land and Asteroid Coaster from Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, respectively. Okay. The rest of the stage is just simple platforming. So good stuff. So, just gonna finish getting through here. I love this theme too. Isn't this technically a casino stage or something? Oh no, more so a carnival stage, not a casino. What the heck am I saying? Because we just had Casinopolis. And this stage has always reminded me of Toy Kingdom from Sonic Advance 3, in which that's also a carnival stage. And my favorite thing about that stage is where you're riding on those rockets, which eventually explode after use. So it's definitely some cool stuff here and there. Jeez, and the heat of my PC is already going off like crazy. My apologies to those if you can hear some of that. I'm a light speed dash here. Go. Wait, okay, I don't need to use that switch. Just keep on going. Ready, and that's the end of the level. Just ignore those guys. And we are done. Let's go. Alrighty, super easy level, fun as heck to go through. What is that enemy doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I remember hearing that for the first time in
Welcome to Twinkle
one of
Park.
the website games that I played when I was younger.
Shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her.
What?
I'd better catch her before it does.
Alrighty, and we got Twinkle Circuit, in which this is actually a bonus stage. We'll do it, because why not? I do want to showcase everything. Think of it as Sonic just looking like he just wants to have some fun, and then just focus on saving aims. Where did Amy even go anyway? It's kind of weird. Like how did they lose sight? Like how did they lose sight of each other? Weird. Alrighty. And I am doing this though because this is recommended. I mean this is required for a 100% complete through, and you do need this for an extra emblem. So yeah, definitely required if you want that 100%. Because I have recently 100%ed this game last year on the GameCube, and I feel like the worst thing about it was probably its mission mode. Because I do remember there was this one. You'd have to do in Ice Cap, and you would have to catch this flag or whatever that object was at after timing a very specific jump, and that is tough as hell to do. Like I hated that mission so much. It took me so many freaking tries until I finally got it. And I'm never ever doing that again. Not even on this PC. Okay, maybe I might have to do it again at some point on this PC version, since it's literally the best way to play this game. Well, especially with the BetterSADX modded in. Okay, let me rephrase that. I may have to do it again on the PC version, especially since it's the best way to play the game, and with BetterSADX modded in. But yeah. Yeah, I probably don't look forward to doing it again if I ever decide on 100%ing this game again. Okay. So we are almost done here. Just one more lap. And we are done. Okay. So that didn't take too long. Just a 2-minute course. Oh wow, all were 39 seconds. Nice. Cool. Alrighty, and we can take that extra emblem. Alrighty, let's get out of here and let's go find Amy. Now we have to go this way. I love this name. Okay, and the next stage is Speed Highway. Oh my god, don't tell me Amy got captured by that green robot that we just saw earlier before we did the stage. Alright, so we have to pick up this card. No, oh my god. Okay, so this is yet another problem that I have with this game. Is that some of the abilities are mapped on the same button, and unfortunately this retained in Sonic Adventure 2. Because I did mention earlier, but there are times where I try to use the light speed dash, especially on rings that are over Boundless Pits, but then half the time Sonic would just do a bounce bracelet instead and then fall to his doom. That's where that has screwed me so much during that game. But anyways, we're on Speed Highway, which is probably the most popular stage in this game, at least Sonic's version anyway. And there's definitely a reason as to why they brought it back for generations. as that is also one of the best levels in that game as well. XP shoes, let's go. Whoop. Okay, of course I fall off. That's wonderful. Okay, so it appears that this version still has some strange collusion detection. Because like sometimes Sonic will just fall off the wall somehow. Maybe I was probably running slow or something, but still. Sometimes stuff like that can be annoying to deal with. But yeah, it's really cool how they brought the stage back for Generations. Because I'll definitely bring it up once we reach that part of the level. But man, this is so cool to go through. Okay, and then grab these helicopters so that they'll take us to another section. Yeah, and another okay, so one funny thing that players like to do in this game is that they just love to spam the spin dash as that is the fastest way, spamming the spin dash in this game is probably the fastest you can ever accelerate in the game. It's literally the fastest way to gain speed. And I've even seen the TAS speedrunners do it. And it's always so satisfying to do every time. And anyways, more on that later. So onto this section right here, in which I believe this is the main reason why this stage is perceived as popular, as we're running down this very huge building. And I'm so glad Generations brought this set piece back as well. And you can still spin dash, which is great. Yeah. It is so cool. I always love Generation Speed Highway for keeping that sequence. It's so cool. We're on to the second section of the stage, in which it's now daytime. Kind of weird. But you're. Oh my god. Okay, get out of my way, please. Weird. Anyways, we're already almost there. Hit this water fountain, and that's the end of Speed Highway. Yes, indeed. Hey, we still haven't found Amy yet. What the heck happened to her? I hope she didn't get lost or get captured by that green robot.
Yeah, not bad.
Really hoping she's alright. Nothing terrible has happened to her. And with that, we just got our 9th emblem. Alright, so we didn't find her there either. Where is she at? Where the heck's she at? Yeah, so yeah, this trick right here, just like spamming the spin dash. Look how fast you can go. You literally look how fast he's going by spamming the spin dash. So yeah, super useful for speedrunning. And I guess I can see why Sonic Adventure decided. I can see why. Okay, not Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure 2. I'm starting to see why Sonic Adventure 2 decided to change it briefly as using the spin dash in that game is delayed by a second, I think. So yeah, it was clear that they did do it on purpose so that players wouldn't spam it repeatedly.
Sonic!
Up there she is. Okay, yep, she was definitely captured by that green robot who is named Zero. Alrighty, let's go after them in the Mystic Ruins. Wait, what did it say? Hold up. I think that says good food, Station Square. Okay, I thought that said something else. Must have been saying things. Okay, let's head to the Mystic Ruins and try to stop Zero from capturing Amy. I've said it before and and I'll say it again. Oh, Dreamcast Mono Amy, what the heck? Surprised they left that in.
Hey there, Bolt Brain. You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya.
Yeah, I made it obvious in my previous videos, but I am a big Sun Amy shipper. Yep, this video is also for the Sun Amy shippers as well. Well, specifically those who agree with me. What the?
What's happening here? Stop!
Oh, dang it. Well, too late now. That's wonderful.
Sonic, help me!
There goes Amy.
Shoot! I've lost her again!
You were too slow, weren't you, Sonic? Okay, Why is that? Okay, why are parts of the egg carrier so pixelated? I never noticed that. That is so weird. Anyways, so I think the next stage after this is Red Mountain, but yeah. So yeah, just demonstrating the spin dash spam trick. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, definitely helpful for speedrunning. So unfortunately, you cannot do this. You cannot do this in Sonic Adventure 2, as performing the spin dash in that game does have a delay. And yeah, that was definitely done on purpose so that players wouldn't spam the spin dash repeatedly. But it still would have been nice to abuse a lot though. Maybe I know there's likely a mod for that eliminates this, but I don't really know for sure. I still have not seen it. If there is one, that is. Oh yeah, I didn't show this yet, but this is the map for the Mystic Ruins, Angel Island. So we're currently at the Ice Cave now, but there's others like the West Cave, Watch Ape, and the Altar of the Emerald, in which that is where the Master Emerald is located. Okay. So we do need to go this way. And was there something? Okay, so there's this next upgrade, in which is mandatory to get in order to progress through the game.
This is the Ancient Light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
Alrighty, so as what she just said, we have access to the light speed attack. Unfortunately, it's very useless in this game. You only need to use it only once. So we're gonna use it on this coconut enemy, and bam. And it does return for Sonic Adventure 2, but unfortunately, it is also useless in that game. Sonic Heroes had the best version of the light speed attack, because that game is more combat heavy than SA1 and SA2. And the great thing about this, in which not many Sonic Heroes players bring up, is that it can one-shot enemies, including the stronger ones like the Egg Hammers. I swear, I never hear anybody bring that up. What is wrong with Sonic fans nowadays? Anyways, we're now on to Red Mountain, which is probably my favorite stage in this game. I'll always love going through it. Plus, I also love the soundtrack and love that set piece right there, where those things will launch Sonic forward, and I believe that helps save a lot of time. I think, but I do feel like spin dash jumping does save more time. But yeah, it's cool. You're gonna spin dash jump, hit this. My favorite part of this theme. Oh my god, such a good theme, bro. Such a good theme. Ready? Do some tricky platforming. Such a good thing. And watch out for those guys there, as they do release their fireballs in a circle. Like this. It's rocket time. Wow, I didn't even realize we have 22 lives already. Alright, jump dash over here. Alright, second section, which with a soundtrack that sounds very heavily 90s inspired, which makes sense as this did come out in the 90s, specifically 1998. But I don't know why, but it kind of gives Fresh Prince of Bel-Air vibes, and some other 90s show that I remember watching when I was younger. But yeah, it actually sounds a lot like it. Yep, definitely some 90s inspired music there. But it's also one of the best ones in the game. So freaking stellar. I do know that these stage tracks do have names. I just have a hard time remembering them. Anyways. So yeah, so it looks like we're inside a volcano, it seems. Hard to tell, because considering that there's this lava Is this lava around here? What the heck are those things supposed to be that are now in jail? I've always wondered about that when I first played this stage when I was 17. It always looked so weird and very creepy. Oh wow, there's more of them. What are those things? What the heck are those things? I mean, I'm not sure if those I'm not sure if those guys are even entities, but still, they really freak me out every time I look at them. That camera angle being weird for some reason. Oh, I love this part of the thing too. Ouch. Okay. I didn't know those hammers still had a hitbox even if they're not attacking. Weird. Alrighty, that was it for Lava Mountain. Let's go.
Yeah, not bad.
And we got our 10th emblem. Man, the DX models look so much better in this mod.
Hey, Sonic!
And we got our boy Tails back.
I'm glad you're okay.
And he's got a new plane too, or at the very least upgraded his plane. Also, Sonic is still in his victory pose there for some reason. But let's go.
Ready to roll, champ? Let's go!
Let's freaking go. Roger Craig Smith mention. Even though they don't know it just yet. Alrighty, second Sky Chase minigame. So it's literally the exact same thing. Literally the exact same stage, just with a darker environment. And with Tails' upgraded plane, so pretty much it's just the same as before. Just target a lot of these enemies just so we can get a lot of points. So I'm gonna be trying that here. So I think for this one you need a higher score in order to get those optional emblems, I think. I don't remember though. That is required as well. And I did showcase the Sky Chase mini games in my Sonic Unleashed streams, of which in that game we do have to play through them twice. But here it's only at the midway point of the game, so yeah, Sonic Unleashed definitely trying way too hard to be Sonic Adventure. Literally hilarious at this point. Spam. Oh no, this is actually a lot easier than the first Sky Chase level in terms of getting points.
So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now. Whoa.
Ooh. Dang, he can even transform his plane. That's impressive. Nice. Alright, here we go. Shoot these things as well. Yes. That's right. This all looks so cool to play in widescreen. So yeah, once again, Sega just not Sega. The fans once again finishing Sega's work for them, like literally finishing what they started. Because oh my god, like again, this mod has been a thing for almost a decade now, and I do remember watching some playthroughs and live streams of it, and they managed to improve on this. They managed to improve on this part. They managed to improve on this mod over time, because one of the best things about it is that the Game Gear games are now at a better the Game Gear games now have a better fitting screen. I don't know a better way to phrase that, but yeah. So yeah, I will show off all the Game Gear games that I got at the end of this video. Whoa, watch out. Okay, so we do need to shoot that there. But yeah, the Game Gear games do have a better screen, so I will be showing that off at the end of the video. I think it's possible to one-shot this, right? I don't know. But you can at least get 2 shots in. Okay, one more hit. I forget how to do that trick. Come on, fire your laser. Yes. Let's go. Alrighty, that's it for the egg carrier. Alrighty, we managed to put up a better fight against Eggman compared to the first time. With that, we get our 11th emblem.
Alrighty, we're in!
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What?
You forgot to put landing gear? Come on, Tails, you're smarter than this.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
Why did Tails make that face? Like the way that he looked at Sonic with his eyelids. The way that he looked at Sonic with a bored look on his face. That was actually hilarious. Anyways, let's go find Amy. I think.
Too many ideas, you fools. You haven't seen the power this vessel really has. Get a load at this.
Get a load at this. He said the line. Ooh.
Oh, wow! It's changed shape. Did you see that?
This makes
Dang.
it hard for us to get to the bridge.
I hate it when he does.
Sonic just did the exact thing. Sonic just did the exact same thing. Bro just got his revenge on Tails there. Jeez. This game has some of the funniest expressions sometimes. Like bro literally decided to pay Tails the favor, or bro literally decided to return the favor to Tails. Jeez, he did not have to do him like that. Alrighty, so next stage is one that's probably my least favorite in the game, and that is Sky Deck. Alright, so it's right up here.
This must be the way to the Sky Deck.
Bro, why are you turning around? Go inside. Weird. Yep, the 8th stage, Sky Deck. So yep, probably my least favorite in the game. I just don't enjoy playing through this level, and I feel Knuckles' version of the stage is definitely wow, okay. But Knuckles' version of the stage is definitely my least favorite though. I haven't even mentioned this yet, but I always thought the what is going on? Okay, hold up. I need to go through this. I don't know what's happening. Hey, you guys are starting to see why I don't like this stage. You guys are starting to see why I don't like the stage as much. Okay, let's not screw up again. Okay, how do I get off? Okay, there we go. But yeah, Knuckles' version of the stage is my least favorite because I've always found the treasure hunting stages in this game to be a lot more easier and less stress-inducing than SA2's levels. Like, I like SA2, I like Sonic Adventure 2 as a game, but there's like a couple things about it that I'm just not a fan of, and the treasure hunting stages is definitely one of them. Like, I really do not like them. Like the stage themes are great and all, and I like the level design around them, but geez, the RNG of those Master Emerald placements are just so frustrating to the core. So again, why they designed it like that will never make any sort of sense to me. So if the adventure games were to get a remake, I really hope they improve on the radars. I really hope they improve on the radar system, specifically Adventure 2's radar system. Okay. This is a pretty difficult part. Can I make this? Okay, yeah, good. My Tails was just chilling there. Weird. Okay. Jump dash over here. I'm gonna try to play it safe. Ooh, that was close. And then grab onto this thing. Alright, watch out! Alright, so that cannon will blow up parts of the section. So you gotta be careful. Not too bad so far. This music is also good too. Watch out. This game's okay. So this game's soundtrack, while not my favorite, it is. I can't agree with many that it is one of the best in the series. I mean, I do prefer Sonic Unleashed, Obby, Sonic CD, Sonic Mania, Sonic Adventure 2, even Sonic Heroes. But oh my god, they sound so good. And I think Jutsu Noi was one of the composers of some of the tracks. I don't recall. I could be wrong, but yeah. I especially love the main theme of this game, which is Open Your Heart, because I do remember hearing that a lot. Oh wow, I'm dead. I do remember hearing that a lot, and some fan animations, and even others like other official stuff like Sonic Generation. So it was a pretty interesting time for me as a Sonic fan. Let's make sure not to screw up again. I don't like this part though. It's very easy to fall off and die. So you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick on this part. I gotta hurry up. We're currently being targeted. Come on. I'm gonna spam my spin dash this time. Come on, go, 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 go. Okay, forget. Alrighty, so we gotta launch this rocket at the cannon. Not getting the right RNG though, come on. I'm right here. Face me, please. Yes. There we go. Okay. I actually got good RNG that time. Alrighty, third section of the stage. This music I also remember hearing in fan animations too. Woo! That was sick. Climb up here. Oh, I thought that was a spike ball. Okay, wait for this thing to come and then jump. Yes. Okay, and then gonna spin dash jump. Okay, hold up. Try again. Spin dash jump. Nice. Spin dash jump again. Wait. Ah, dang. Okay, it looks like they knew. They knew I was trying to do the skip. Alrighty, gotta play through this the old-fashioned way. I need to know if speedrunners have done that as well, because that I could have saved tons of time there. Okay, can I move? There we go. That was weird. Come on, bro. There we go. Wow, I still managed to skip that part where you have to climb the ladders on the sides there. Dang, I managed to save a good chunk of time. Holy crap! Dang. I'm definitely going to pull off this trick. The next few times I play this level. I never liked this level, so of course I'm going to.
Is that it?
Of course I'm going to pull off a trick to skip it.
Check out the bridge.
Alrighty, check out the bridge, like Tails says. Is this Eggman's egg pod? Just not noticing that. Alrighty, so I forget what we need. Okay, so we need to stand in here. Yep. There's Amy. Wow, she's already free. And I wonder why that could be. There she is, and with her pet bird.
Too late.
Not the birdie!
No! Eggman's harming the bird.
A Chaos Emerald!
No way!
Oh,
Come
wow.
on, all of you. This is all I really need. Gamma!
Okay, I'm just now noticing, why is his mouth not moving when he's talking? They couldn't animate his mouth? Goodness.
Get rid of these pests. Show them what you've got.
I remember this from that one Sonic X episode. And yes,
Don't disappoint me, or else.
and yes, I do know that the Chaos Saga in Sonic X is based off of this game. And yeah, I ended up watching that before playing this game. Because again, I didn't own... Oh, by the way, super easy fight right here. Boing bong. Boing bong. He was about to say resistance is futile, but I ended up cutting him off. Why did they even... These aren't even boss battles in the slightest, you just need to hit them. Like, they even put a counter on the top right of the screen. Just to indicate how many times you hit them. Like, at least give them a health bar or something. Jeez.
Stop it, Sonic!
But like I said, I didn't have a GameCube or Dreamcast when I was younger to play this game. So I ended up seeing that saga from Sonic X
Step
first,
aside, Amy.
before
Out
playing
of my
this.
way.
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay, whatever you say. You must have your reasons.
Hey, this ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find that Eggman and put him out of commission.
Alrighty, so let's go on and do that. Alrighty, and we get to play with E102 Gamma. Let's go. And of course, we can talk to everybody here.
The egg carrier is losing altitude!
Yeah, that's right, we know. And I'm sorry for kicking your butt, Gamma.
Auto recovery system activated.
Alrighty, better work on that. And let's see what Ames has to say.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm definitely about to kick Eggman's butt sooner or later. Alright, so I forgot to bring it up, but the egg carrier is the third hub world in this game. So right now we're on the deck. So the glowing ball of light said that we need to go into the captain's room. Alright, and there's also the bridge and private room. Okay. Not sure why Eggman needs to expose this private room where literally anybody can get inside. And he has a pole. Alright, good way for an evil scientist with the IQ of 300 when need to use the break. When need to use to take a break. Alright, so we need to go to the captain's room. How exactly can we get there? Let's see. Think this is it?
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape.
Okay.
There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
Alright, so she said we need to use the captain's room. Is this it? We may need to find it here. Okay, so this is the private room. Hold up. Okay, so at least the captain room. Okay.
If you turn this switch on,
Okay.
rings will appear on the floor.
Alright, thank you. I already figured that out.
Ready, go!
Let's activate this. And is this it? Yep, we're at the captain's room now. Alright, so this chair is going to move by itself. So it'll give us enough time to hit the switch. And we once again change the shape of the egg carrier.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operation.
Alright. Alright, so what's going to happen next? We need to find Eggman and then...
Robotnik ran away toward the front of the ship. Hurry up and catch
I like how even she calls Eggman Robotnik. It's hilarious. And whoa, is that who I think it is? And what the heck is this thing?
Oh no!
Why is
Not again!
there a frog in there?
Chaos! Could this be the same beast?
Oh yes, attack Sonic now!
There he is. It's Big the Cat.
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Leave everything to the blue blur.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
Is that why he's called Chaos
You
6?
won't get away with
Because
this, you madman.
he has 6 Chaos
I will.
Emeralds inside him now?
You're no match for Chaos, even though he's not perfected yet. Okay, Chaos, destroy them all immediately.
Seriously, could they not animate Eggman's mouth worth a darn? It's so weird listening to him talk without moving his mouth. It's so dumb. Like, come on, Sega, you're better than this. Okay, he's gonna swallow that. Yep. All right, so it gives us enough time to do this. Go! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so so that trick right there. So by using the light. Okay, so the only time. Okay, probably the second time the light speed attack is useful in this game. So by doing this against Chaos 6, we can damage him twice. There we go. Killed in 32 seconds. Way too easy. Okay, so that is one of only 2 times the light speed attack is useful. But aside from, you know, getting the upgrade and killing the Coconut Badnik and using it on Chaos 6, never using it again after that. It is useless in this game. Sonic Heroes had the best version of the move, by the way.
Sonic!
It's Knucklehead again.
Hey there, Knuckles. Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something.
Until we meet again, Sonic.
Gets away again.
Come back here.
Dang it, Egghead. I swear Eggy Boy is so good. Showing up at the right time just to grab the emeralds from Sonic and just sending chaos after him.
I hate Eggman.
He literally just fell
Where's this?
flat to the ground there. He should be dead at this point. Also, he said, "Where's this?" I feel like he should have said, "What's this?" I'm not sure how they messed up the translation for that, but it's kind of reminded me of the Mega Man X games on the PS1, where somehow they failed to rightfully translate what was said in the original Japanese version.
I think it's trying to show
It was pretty common for games. It was pretty common for games like those back then. Alright, so it looks like this ball of light is trying to guide Sonic inside this temple on Angel Island. We cannot play with Big. Let's go. Alrighty. So we're gonna head inside. Alright, and this is Lost World, which I do think it's actually a pretty fun stage. I actually kind of like this stage, and now for some reason, so they decided to name the 2013 Wii U Sonic game after this stage, of all things. I honestly never understood that, but sure. So we're literally playing Sonic Lost World before it was even a thing. It's crazy. Whoa. Okay. My bad. So this was literally how many years? 15 years before Sonic Lost World was even a thing. That is hilarious. Anyways. Alright, get out of here, discount SBO. Alright, so we need to hit these switches here.
Press this switch to raise the water level.
Okay, so doing that raises the water level, as what she just said. Gotta be extra careful here. But yeah, I really love the stage. Granted, it is pretty challenging, but it is still fun, and I definitely enjoy playing this over Skydeck, as I'm still not a fan of that stage. And I'm pretty thankful that I managed to get off that skip at the very end, because I do think that hitting at a certain point throughout the ending section of that stage is where the gravity will switch, and then Sonic will be stuck on the sideways. I managed to skip that section somehow. I don't know how, but it definitely worked. Yep, it saves a good amount of time. Hit this. Okay, so that third switch is there. I'm gonna spin dash jump to reach it. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I think I saved a few seconds there. Alright, so the last one is right here. Nope, okay. You already hit that switch. Okay, the last one is down there. So we do need to reach it. Ooh. What's happening? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. My bad. Let's try this again. I always screw up on this part, though.
Press this switch to raise
So
the water
hit
level.
this. Let's not make another mistake here. Hit this switch. That's the first one. Whoa, whoa, okay. Just wait for it, just wait for it. Okay, so I needed to hit that switch first, and then hit this one to raise the water level. Kinda remind me of Childre stage from Mega Man 03. Because in that stage from that game, you'd also have to raise the water level. Oh, that wasn't it? Oh my god. I mean, I like the stage, but I can't admit that I'm not that good at it. I do know of a few speedrunning tricks. Oh my god. I'm getting lost. Okay, it's up there. Okay, so I did need to hit that. Come on. Yes. Okay, now hit this. Okay, maybe I thought I did save time by hitting the red switch, but perhaps not. So we did need to do this in order. Now hit this, okay. Now that unlocks the door. Okay, so wait for this thing to come back. Okay, then do this. There we go. Alright, come on, worm. Hurry up. Here he comes. Oh yeah, I didn't bring this up when we went through Emerald Coast, but we can actually go underwater. No! Okay, homing attack. Way to screw me over there. I was trying to jump dash. But yeah, this is the first time we can go underwater in 3D. But we won't be saying that a lot though. We won't be seeing that a lot in future games, though, so it's unfortunate. Figured it'd be the right time to bring that up.
Use the mirror to help guide you.
Alright, so we have to use these mirrors we do have to use these mirrors in order to light up the room, so we got to point these at the big mirrors, so that way it gives us higher vision. Okay, thank God that didn't hit me. And I love how the camera changes into first-person view when using the small mirrors. There we go. Okay, doing this will light up the room. Well, light up that specific part of the room. Ready? And light speed dash. Go. Let's go. And here comes the Indiana Jones part of the stage. So we're not only water sliding, but eventually we do need to run away from this large boulder. So I think it's coming up right here. Yep, it's right here, so we need to escape this boulder. Okay, I'm gonna try to avoid spin dashing because this boulder can't catch up and will try to knock us into the pit. I do remember seeing, okay, not remember, but there was something like this in the Archie comics where I believe in the Knuckles miniseries. I think it's the first issue where Knuckles was also seen running from this giant ball. And fun fact, that actually came out, I think like a few years or so before this game. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if Sonic Team took some inspiration from it. Ow! Okay, get out of here, SBO. That was mean. Come on, jump, dude. So I'm gonna try to perform this skip. I don't think it's around here. I don't believe. Okay, that worked. Let's see. I think it works like this. Spin dash jump. Ooh, ow. No, wait. Ow. Oh my god, that stupid spike on the way. I forget how this works. Shoot. Okay, hit this. Oh, dang it, game. No? Okay, get these guys out of the way. No, oh my god. Why are my heads not connecting? There we go. I know this leads somewhere. Do this the old-fashioned way. I forget the strategy behind this, where you can actually skip a majority of this part. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I don't remember. Okay, so go that way. Okay, I think it's on that. I think it's on that other section. Yeah. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. I remember now. So I'm gonna do this. Whoa. Whoa, oh my god, no, I fell off. Crap. That's fine. No! Okay, I think it's that right there. Okay. I just need to make sure not to get hit by that spike. It's hard to see it from here. Did I make it? I hope I made it. Yes. Or did I? Yes, okay, I made it. Alrighty. I think that was the I think that was the trick to skipping that part. Alrighty. Yes. Alright, that's it for Lost World. Did struggle a bit on this stage, but it is still one of my favorites in the game. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad indeed. And we got our 13th emblem. We're gonna have to check OBS and see if it's still recording. Making sure nothing strange will happen. Alright, so where is this?
What's this?
Where is this entity leading us to?
A mural.
Probably this mural? Whoa! I wonder what that could be. And all these echidna-looking symbols on there as well? I wonder what that could be. Looks like we'll have to find out soon enough. Oh, wow.
What's this place?
Where
am I? This is really weird.
I think this might be Angel Island, and looks like it's in hell right now. Ready? Let's go and see what's up. Is there a map for this? Okay, there's no map. Makes sense as, wow, there's like tons of fire there. Oh my god. Are those Chow dead? They're not even moving. They're little corpses. They're little corpses. What happened to these guys?
Why did this have to happen? It's terrible. I must stop this now.
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here.
There's Eggy Boy again.
Eggman! What's he doing here? Oh, never mind. This time I'll get him good.
We better get him good indeed, Sonic. Let's do it. Alrighty, so after this is the last stage of Sonic's campaign, which is Final Egg. Which, interestingly, was referenced in IDW, where Rough and Tumble take the Amnesiac Eggman to... Like, it's the same place where Rough and Tumble, who were instructed by Dr. Starline, where they take Eggman hostage in. So, yeah, I always love IDW for stuff like that. Oh, this music! I love this. I love this music. Ooh, look who it is. We got, I think it has to be Mecha Sonic from Sonic 2. I think, although it's in a different color. And here's Metal Sonic, who's shockingly a lot bigger than Sonic. Who's a lot bigger than Sonic is for some reason. And yeah, he is the reward for collecting all 130 emblems and beating all side missions, as well as the Child Garden stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Anyways, what we need to do here is that we do need to step on these buttons, and I do believe that this is random. I mean, I still to this day, like even after playing the game for 8 years, I still don't know how this code works. So I'm just gonna hit random buttons, and hopefully this door will finally open, as that will lead us into the last stage of this campaign. I'm literally... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's literally random. Sometimes you can get it early. Sometimes it just happens after like a minute or two. Alrighty, so on to the final stage, Final Egg, and what we need to do is head to the center of the base. I'm definitely going to use this theme in my next review video. It is so catchy. Okay, I'm gonna use my Lightspeed attack here if it helps. Okay, yeah, it does. Alright, get away from those guys though, because they can stop Sonic and hold him in place, and it's really annoying. So, not really gonna fight them. Just move on. We're just gonna move on and progress through here. But yeah, Final Egg, love the stage, and the second section will feature yet another goated soundtrack, in which was also reused for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, as that was the game that I first heard it from. Alright, we will be seeing that momentarily. Alright, here it is, the theme. I believe this plays in the Final Fortress stages in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. That is where I first heard it from. Definitely fits Eggman's theme, that's for sure. Well, definitely fits Eggman, that's for sure. A pretty tricky platforming section here. So I'm gonna try to concentrate on this one. Such a good theme. Another instance where I heard this theme was in one of these Sonic Shorts fan animations, where Eggman was playing this theme really loud, and he eventually got this guitar, and then Sonic was super cringed by it to the point where he passed out. I remember watching that a lot during my middle school days, and it was so funny. It was so funny. Like, I loved it so much. Jeez, I miss being a kid, bro. Just like, oh wow, oh my god. I really hate that these hammers still have contact damage. It's so stupid. So, coming up into another section. But as I was saying, I really miss being a 6th grader, because I do remember, like, when my teachers would give free time to me and the other students, they would just let us play on the computers, and then just go on to these websites where we would play a bunch of fan games and stuff. And that's how I found out about that is how I found out about a lot of these Sonic fan games, like the those website games and stuff. I don't even know those are still out to this day. But yeah, that's how I experienced games like Ultimate Flash Sonic, which was based on Sonic Advance 2. That one Sonic Heroes puzzle game, and there was this even this one this website game where you would you would use the Eggman machines and then just battle each other with battle with it. Oh, good times. Anyways, so on to the third section, which uses the same theme as in the first one. Alrighty, and we're ignoring all these guys. I don't know what's the point of those enemies, but we're just not gonna waste our time fighting them. So, keep on moving on. Careful about this section, it's pretty easy to screw up in. So take it nice and slow. Man, such a good theme. Going up here. Whoa. Okay, no, I did need to go this way. Get those guys out of the way. Those spinners. Watch out. Okay, and ignoring those guys once again. Okay, not safe to spam the spin dash. So we're gonna play it safe. Ooh, long fall. Okay. Get up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, what happened there? Okay. Let's make sure not to miss the fans, please. Oh my god, camera angle, stop. Oh my god, this camera angle is gonna get me killed. It just turns. It just turns like that. That's really messing up my controls. Oh my god. Okay, thank god. I don't know why it does that. That camera angle, that almost got me killed there. Jeez. I swear, sometimes in games, like, the camera angle will just end up becoming a bigger enemy than the actual enemies. I hate that. That was close though. Thank God I survived. Well. Wow, okay. That dude literally just pushed me into the pit. That's wonderful. Okay, well, I need to get them out of the way first before they cause more problems. Right, light speed attack. Okay, that was enough to distract them. My goodness. Oh wow, what? We just got doll versions of the main trio there. Oh my god, stop! Oh my god, I'm getting harassed. Okay. Get out of my face. Okay, distract them, please. Hurry up. Oh my god, man. Aim for the rings, dude. Just light speed dash. Can you all just leave me alone? Jeez. Alrighty, end of the stage. Whew. Always hate that part though. Like those enemies would just stop you in place. Where those enemies would just stop and hold you in place. But with that, folks, we're at the end game of Sonic's campaign. 14th emblem acquired. And what's this?
Well, if it isn't my pal Sonic, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Hold it right there, Eggman.
Alright, on to the final boss of Sonic's story, and this is the Egg Viper. A very fun boss to fight against, and not only that, but Eggman will say this repeated line over and over.
Get a load of this!
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! So every... Gets a load of this!
See if you can...
Shut up. So every time he shoots lasers, he will go Get a load of this. He's gonna say that every time he does this move. It's hilarious. And yep, this game, of course, has started. I said of course again. This game has started the trope of Eggman just needlessly repeating lines every time he uses a certain attack, and it's so annoying every time. I managed to cut him off twice. It's so funny. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. He's gonna keep saying that every time he does that move. Hilarious. Now watch for that visual cue there before he fires his laser. Okay. Gonna play it safe here this time.
See if you can make it through here.
Bam. Okay. A couple more hits to go. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Okay, sometimes he says it 4 times. Nope, okay. Not this time. That was close.
See if you can make it.
Play safe again. Bop, bop, bop. Huh. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Okay. I think it's 3 more hits left. Alright, so he's gonna launch his disc at me. There we go. Huh! No way! I can't believe this!
All systems, full power!
All systems, full power! I love his quote so much, it's so funny. He's gonna do it again. Jump.
It's no use, give up.
It's no use, give up! Now 1 more hit. Where is he gonna show up? Right here.
He's not gonna get away with this.
He's not gonna get away with this!
No use, give up.
And you're done.
I can't believe this.
Alrighty, not over yet, not over yet. He's gonna use his desperation attack.
Watch out. He's up to something.
Okay. Whoa! Woo! Super close. But there we go, guys. We beat the Egg Viper. And that is the end of Sonic's campaign in Sonic Adventure. The only thing that I'm showcasing for this one-shot video. So glad to finally cover this game for the first time on my channel, as well as being the first PC game to showcase on my channel, not counting the Sonic Unleashed recompiled streams. But very nice, Sonic has defeated Eggy Boy once again, and has saved the day, and here comes Tails to greet his best buddy in an effort to support him. But let's go. Also, I love this theme. The SA2 version of this theme is also pretty good, but I prefer this game's version. And I always love listening to this theme while I'm at the gym. It is so kick-ass. Alrighty, and of course, I need to stop saying of course. Alright, and with that, we beat Sonic's campaign in this game, and did it all in one sitting. Let's go. Oh wow, we get to see the Dreamcast models there, even though I don't have access to them right now. Oh, and there's the GOAT, Yuji Yukawa, whose 2D artwork I've loved a lot for the past 2 decades now. Well, technically I've been a fan of it since I was 11, but man, oh man, I love that man's artwork. Like I've already gushed about it so much in my IDW Sonic Issue 1 review, and I still love it to this very day. And I especially look forward to reviewing the 2019 annual, in which one of the covers does feature his art in it. So yeah, but I love this theme. But yeah, Sonic Adventure, it's still a fantastic game even after almost 30 years. And unfortunately, like I said, I never got to play this game. I never got to play this game when I was a kid, because I did not own a Dreamcast or a GameCube. because for a majority of my childhood, I've only owned a PS2 and the original Xbox. So that's how I was able to play games like Sonic Heroes, Sonic Mega Collection. That's how I was always able to play games like Sonic Heroes, Sonic Mega Collection, Halo, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and as well as some other PS2 classics like NBA Ballers, and what else? I think one of the Crash Bandicoot games or something. I can't recall. And also Sega Superstar Tennis, of course. But yeah, Sonic Adventure. I do see why a lot of people do think this game holds up really well, and it still very much does. And you know, the first game to feature a voice cast. And again, I still don't remember who voices Tails and Knuckles in this game. Maybe they already showed it, I might have missed it, but it's fine. But yeah, and of course I said it again, I love Ryan Drummond as Sonic, I love Jennifer Dooleyard as Amy, I love Dean Bristow as Eggman. Like, they all did an amazing job with the characters, and it's really great to see that they improved much later in SA2 and Sonic Heroes, as I do believe it was their best roles yet, and more specifically Ryan Drummond as Sonic. Because unfortunately, after Sonic Advance 3, they all unfortunately got recasted. Oh, okay, so it says right here, Corey Bringus and Michael. Okay, so it was Corey and Michael as the voices for Tails and Knuckles, respectively, in this game. So I remember now. But yeah, they got recasted once again. They got recasted after Sonic Advance 3, and then the 4Kids cast got recasted. They all got recasted again after Sonic and the Black Knight. So yeah, Sega just making a lot of questionable decisions here and there. Love this part in the theme. Yeah, I love this game, and once again, if you have not purchased Sonic Adventure on Steam yet, please do so right now, and definitely get the BetterSADX mod. It is super awesome. It improves on a lot of things from both the original and Dreamcast versions, and holy moly, does it look so gorgeous to play on this PC. Like, seriously, I feel bad for I feel bad for the people who are only console players and never actually owning a PC like I do, because they're literally just missing out on a lot of good stuff, like being able to play improved versions of official games, as well as some other fan games like Sonic Time Twisted and the Sonic Triple Trouble remake, all that stuff. But again, I did say in my Sonic Unleashed streams that the main reason I bought this PC was to play the recompiled version of that game. But yeah, it all holds up well. But anyways, guys, that's it. Okay, actually, before I end off, I do want to show this off. So I'm gonna use my older save file. So let me do that right here.
Which file?
Which file? His voice, I swear, Big's voice is so hilarious. Alright, so I'm going to use my older save file, because here, okay, so thankfully, what I love about the BetterSADX mod, they actually brought back the minigame collection, or Game Gear collection, as what it's now referred to. I can't believe they actually did this. They actually managed to bring in the emulation for the Game Gear games into this port. But yeah, so far I've only gotten 2 games, which is Sonic 1, of course, and Sonic. I only gotten 2 games so far, which is Sonic 1 and Sonic Drift. Of course, I'm going to be playing Sonic 1, so here it says this is Sonic's first action game on Game Gear. Stop Dr. Eggman from getting his hands on the Chaos Emeralds. One Chaos Emerald is hidden in each zone. Collect them all to view the true ending. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Xbox controller did not have a Z button, so it's weird. But thankfully, I can press R1 on my PlayStation controller. have access to the sub menu, which is great. But here it is, right here. So yeah, this is my favorite of the 8-bit Sonic games. So I'll probably just go through the first 2 stages and then I will call it a video. So yeah, as you can see, it's clearly run on emulation. And I do remember when this was first made almost a decade ago. It was at a I do remember when this was made almost a decade ago. It was displayed on a very small screen size, and it pretty much just made the game unplayable. But they actually managed to fix that over time. So pretty impressive, actually. Can I make this? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I was just trying to do the that rolling trick, but oh well. I guess I'm not gonna get that off in this video. And the craziest thing, the Master System version of this game was actually the first playthrough I've ever done for the channel. Almost 9. Okay, I believe the BetterSADX mod came out around the same time as when I first started my YouTube channel. Because when BetterSADX first released, almost a decade ago, it was during the time where I was a very inexperienced YouTuber, where I didn't have access to video editing apps, I didn't have a capture card, I didn't have a PC, I didn't have all the necessary equipment that a lot of other creators like Kabana9456 and Some Call Me Johnny had. But yeah, brings back so many memories, and yeah, I do plan on doing a one-shot video on the Master System version of the game. Though unfortunately I will have to use an emulator to play it since I don't have it on my Wii Virtual Console anymore. It sucks, but it is what it is. I love doing that trick. It is so awesome to do. Alrighty, and by collecting 50 rings, we have access to I'm thinking it's a special stage or bonus stage, but yeah, either way. And the main reason for these is so that you can get a continue. So I'm gonna try to retrieve one. But yeah, I do primarily play these games on my 3DS Virtual Console. Now, unfortunately, at the time of this video, the Game Gear Sonic games are no longer the Game Gear Sonic games, as well as other Virtual Console games that were on 3DS, are not available to purchase from the 3DS's eShop anymore, because 2 years ago, Nintendo decided to take away the eShop channel for both the 3DS and Wii U. So you pretty much have no way of legally purchasing the Game Gear games. But fortunately, the Game Gear games are on Sonic Origins if you purchase the DLC along with Knuckles and Sonic CD and Amy Rose, which is great, because I do have that on the Switch, but I don't have it on PS5, as I don't see any rhyme or reason to. I see no rhyme or reason to get the same thing on PS5, because I already have multiple ways of playing the Game Gear games anyway. Like, I can also play this. I mean, I can still play it on here, I guess, but I can still use footage from the GameCube version of the game. Like, if I want to capture footage, or maybe also Sonic Mega Collection. So, but most of the time I do play these on my 3DS. But unfortunately, though, I don't have a 3DS capture card. I refuse to spend money on it because it's so expensive. So I guess the only way I can get footage of these games is if I just play it through here, the GameCube version or Sonic Mega Collection. Unfortunately for this version, there is some input latency, because there isn't any of that on the 3DS. So pretty much on all of these, you know, Adventure DX, Mega Collection, and Origins, pretty much all the emulations, like the emulations used for the Game Gear games, do have some input delays. So yeah, it can be quite anguishing at times. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull out this trick. Ah, dang, I messed it up. Yeah, you can actually do a trick there to where you can bounce on that item box, and then you can gain you can gain a super fast momentum and you can skip that portion of the skate. You can skip that portion of the stage. Of course, I failed to get it off in this video, but it's fine. But yeah. Alright, so that's it for Bridge Zone Act 1. And next stage is an unnecessary special stage. I forgot. I forgot we got enough I forgot we got 50 rings. Oh my god. Okay, the emulation is already glitching up. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't plan on playing through a lot of this, so alright, so I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, so it looks like the emulation isn't totally fixed yet, as I'm already hearing a lot of sound issues. That's wonderful. Alrighty, so this next stage is unfortunately an auto-scroller. I'm not sure why an auto-scroller exists in the Sonic game. I can understand why it exists for Mario games and maybe even Mega Man games, as we did actually go through an auto-scroller section in Mega Man 4 in that game's one-shot video, which was Cossack Stage 3. So yeah. So pretty much like that stage, the screen is moving automatically, and Sonic has to keep up with it. And if you stay on the far left of the screen will push you. So yeah. So yeah, never big a fan of auto scrollers. And like I said in my Mega Man 4 one-shot video, or technically my retrospective on that series rather, in which I covered Mega Man 4. I'll never understand why the level designers just have this kind of fetish for 2D platformers. So stupid. And what's even worse is that Sonic Forces also had a stage like this. I think it's like one of the last stages in that game, where they decided to put another unnecessary auto scroller. So yeah, more of a time waster than anything else. So yeah, of course, this being an auto-scroller, there's no abusable glitch that will allow players to skip through some of it, so gotta play through this normally. I do love the soundtrack though, it's pretty great. Ouch. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Because the boss for this stage is also pretty piss easy as well. Also, does anybody find it weird how Sonic Sprite lacks a nose? He literally has no nose. Hilarious. I feel like his Master System sprite was so much better. I mean, I do know the reason. I do know the reason why they decided to change is because, you know, just to have it be more accurate to the screen size, or have it attribute to the associate with the small screen size of the Game Gear, but still, because they did not have a problem with that in the 8-bit. They didn't have a problem with that with the Game Gear version of Sonic 2. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting soft locked. What is happening? Bruh, let me go. You stupid bumpers. Jeez. Oh my god. I thought I was getting soft locked. Hate that. These dang bumpers always screw me over like that. Alrighty, but that's it for the bonus stage. Alrighty, on to the boss, and then after this I am going to call it a video. As I do need to be somewhere, so I'm gonna hurry up and get through this. Oh yeah, you can literally go fast in this game by rolling. Always useful. And then we're gonna bounce on Dr. Eggface here. And we're gonna do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, one more hit, I think. Could be wrong. There it is. Bop. And it's over. It's such a useful trick. I remember playing this game on... Okay, so I played this game on Sonic Origins a few times, and for some reason they changed... Somehow they changed the hitbox when you hit Eggman on the head, because for some reason Sonic just goes right through his iframes, and then it just messes up. It just messes up my momentum. Cause like I've been trying to pull that trick so many times in that port, and I don't know. I'm not sure why they changed it though. It's so weird. But anyways, figured I'd show that off before I end out the video. So yep. So they made it. So the thing is that the GameCube version of this game does have the minigame collection, in which they were able to bring into this mod. Unfortunately, they took it away. Like they did away with this in the original 2010 port. So it is done. But anyways, that is it for my one-shot video on Sonic Adventure with playing it on the PC version with the BetterSADX mod. So yeah, glad I got to showcase this game for the first time on the channel. On my channel, and I do plan on showcasing the rest of this game, probably through a live stream series after, because right now I am doing Sonic Unleashed, and I am going to do Sonic Frontiers afterwards. But at some points I will definitely get to this game. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. So my next video is going to be Mega Man 6. As part of my classic Mega Man retrospective, and then after that it's going to be my issue 12 review of the IDW Sonic series. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good day, nights, depending on what time zone you're in, and I will see you all in my next video. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.